Hi there, I'm Raleigh Brown, and for many of you, this is yet another in a series of curve flattening concerts. But for some of you, it might be your first time here because you might be watching on YouTube. So today is a complicated day for me. I'm operating a new system of software, which it's kind of like getting into a rental car, and you go, yeah, I know all the way cars go, but I don't quite know where the light switch is in this one and how I turn the wipers on and stuff like that. So I'll be feeling my way here for a little bit, but it's so good to see some of your familiar faces here already. So Keith Shaw was first man in that I saw, Mike Verbick, Owen O'Malley, John Finnison, who's one of our YouTube people, Claude Galinsky and Charlie Bryant and Warren and Janelle. And I might lose track here. I'm going to have a hard time keeping up with you. And Carol Pred, John Sprouse, John Hubner, S.A. Tudhope, Tom Dietz, Connie Amax, Big Dan Daniel, Cindy Glorioso, Steve Edelman, Steve Davidson, Keith Shaw again, Barbara Dean, Renee Blaker, hi. So if you are a Facebooker, I encourage you to, just like usual, talk quietly among yourselves. and if you're new here, you might make some new friends if you're from YouTube. I'm not sure if you'll see all those comments that I see. You may only see other YouTuber comments. So so I guess we'll get rolling here. And today's flat pick day. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what that means to me. But first I'll play you a tune. And this comes from the Lonesome River Band. I think Sammy Sheilor is the guy who wrote it. I'm not sure though. Now when you go walking after midnight over on the wrong side of town, walk down any street, many lost souls you'll meet whose lives are broken like mine. You'll find souls wandering out in darkness whose place in life we'll never find, wandering so aimless and hopelessly, whose lives are broken like mine. Well, thank God you've got a home to go to and a woman's love to keep you warm. You won't find the stars in the honky-tonks and bars. Just go home to your woman's loving arms. When you go walking after midnight over on the wrong side of town, walk down any street, many lost souls you'll meet whose lives are broken like mine, whose lives are broken like mine, whose lives are broken like mine. So there you go. That's Walking After Midnight. Not to be confused with I Go Walking After Midnight, which was a big Patsy Cline hit. So I see more people are here. I have to learn how to scroll on this thing. And I'm getting some feedback. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I haven't been able to. I spent a lot of time today trying to get the sound good, messing with gain levels on my Scarlett preamp and different mics, and this is the best I could get it. I hope it comes out okay. And I don't have much control. I kind of had to turn the lighting way down so that because it seemed to be super lighted. Now, on the other hand, I'm not seeing. Well, I guess there's still a little bit of purple over on what would be the left side of the screen for you guys. And then when I come back here, it goes more black. But it's not as bad as it was on Ecamm. So this is a system called StreamYard. And it's got a lot of similarities with Ecamm and also a lot of differences. So I'm trying to figure it out here. And the big advantage of it is that it's pretty easy on StreamYard for me to simultaneously broadcast to YouTube and to Facebook. So that's what I'm trying to get to be able to do. And I thought, once Facebook crashed the other day and I jumped onto YouTube, I thought it would be a good idea to get to a place where I could use YouTube. And so far, I only see a couple YouTubers here. I see John Finnison, who was here the other day, who kind of, I think, stumbled upon me the other day, which I appreciate. On here, of our regulars, Kevin Richards, a former Dick Lurie guitar teacher. You must have been, I trust you were after my time, Kevin. But that's a badge of honor to wear if you got to teach for Dick Lurie. Dick Lurie ran a guitar studio in Cleveland for decades and decades. And he was an amazing individual. He was. I used to detest him when I first met him, and then I got to really love him when I worked for him. He was just a wonderful guy. You just had to get used to him, And I see Bruce McNeil and Mariana are here, and S.A. Tudhope, and Barbara Dean, and Nancy Daynard, and Deb Leiby Clark, who's back already from the Outer Banks. I was surprised to see that. And Steve Edelman and Barry Edelman and Kathleen Edelman, the Edelman-Edelman contingent, and Mike Verbeek, did I say that? And my brother, who I'm going to actually post this. So it's flat picking day here, and my brother wrote, "Nice finger picking." Okay, buddy. I'm going to have my brother taught me how to play the guitar. So, I'll have to explain that to him later. Bobby Forrest is here, Big Dan, Bunny Barnes, Peggy Burnett Roberts. Good to see you all. Howard Hobbs. I think I just saw Howard Hobbs. Jerry Fan Forever from YouTube is on here. On the YouTube end. Sartorius is here. Sharon March. Susan Douglas, hi Susan, and Charlie Ortolani, the Sam W. crew are checking in. So next up, that didn't sound good, but it's okay. So that first song, another comment from my brother. He's getting there. He's kept his sense of humor. He's been a great brother all these years. And Curtis Echo Alpha, thank you, Curtis. I'm glad to be here on YouTube. So I'm going to try and say hi to everybody, but I do want feedback from you, especially about the sound. Is the sound okay? And on this new platform, I can put up my my little logo up there. That's my Aussie Dog Records logo with a picture of Max the dog, my first Kelpie. And I have my name down there somewhere, and I can move that around, change it if I want, I think. And yes, John, that's true. I tried to quit Facebook a long time ago, but when the pandemic started, it was the only way doing these concerts that I could reach a lot of people, and that's what I wanted to do, so I stayed on. So the next song is a Doc Watson song. You can't do a flat picking thing without doing a Doc Watson song. And it's interesting because it has with it the same message that the previous song had, just in a different way. And I probably can't play it as fast as Doc used to play it, but it's one of the few songs that he's credited with writing, and lyrics and all. And I always loved it from the moment I first heard it. And it has a really cool little run in it, which I learned incorrectly many years ago, and then I kind of relearned it recently. When I was a boy, I had to know what I would find over the hill. And while still a lad, I had to go. And so you see, I'm wandering still. Life's golden cup was filled for me with happiness in measures untold. But I left the one who cared for me, a treasure worth so much more than gold. Young men who roam, take heed to this. The call of the road will be so unkind. It can lead you on like a fickle kiss, and a wasted life is all you'll ever find. How about that? Isn't that a great song? Doc was just such a creative individual and a wonderful, wonderful character. Anne says she's hearing more treble and less low mid-range, and the treble is splintering just a little more. Okay, so yeah, I messed with the, let me do something here. So one of the nice things is it's pretty easy to mess with this while we're actually going here. So I'm going to turn my mic level down just a little. And just take it down to about there. And we'll come back. And we'll see if that's a little better. I can also lower the gain on my preamp just a tad. But some of that splintering may actually be the Martin, which has low action, and I was beating on pretty hard. So so I'm switching over to the old Gibson now, which is also a great flat picking guitar. So from 1964, when I picked up the guitar at the age of 15, until 1996, so 32 years, I was pretty much exclusively a fingerstyle guitarist, and pretty much what I played was fingerpicking. That's probably why my brother made that little error of judgment. In 1996, I had a kind of epiphany and realized that I was at Winfield, and it just struck me that some of the really hotshot fingerstyle guitarists were less social. Like basically they wanted to play stuff and have other people clap, whereas the flat picking guitarists all like to sit around together and jam on tunes and appreciate each other's playing. And I said to my friend Mark Cosgrove, who was standing next to me, I think I want to do that from now on. So for 2 years, I quit finger picking, and all I did was flat pick. And all my friends who were, a lot of my friends out there were like national flat picking champions, and they were like surprised to see me do that. And it took a long time before a few of them started to say, you're really starting to turn into a flat picking guitarist. And I was very, very flattered when people said that, people who I respected highly. But I have some lack of physical potential to get really, high class flat picking in a sense. But I can play a few tunes for you, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy them. Let me see if I'm missing anybody here. I think I said hi to most. Judy Wong is here. Hi, Judy. So there we are. And so I took up flat picking. After a couple years, I was, just starting to get a little bit of it. And then that was 96, maybe 98. And then, another decade or two passed, and I experimented in many ways. There's very subtle stuff, how you hold the pick and what kind of pick you use and how you sit and what kind of guitar you're playing and where the pick hits the strings. And it's just an incredible pathway that you have to go down to try to maximize your abilities. And my abilities being a little on the meager side in terms of the athletic aspect of flat picking. It took me a long time to get anywhere. But I love playing with a flat pick, and I love the sound it brings out of a guitar. Like you really hear the full tonal capabilities of a guitar when you're flat picking it. So, okay, enough about that. So now I don't know. Now on StreamYard, I'm not sure. I don't see any of the Invisibles. So I'm still going to say hello to the Invisibles in case they're here. So that's Kit Serikaku, Kate Mack, Billy Rubenstein, and Linda Worster. Report in if you guys see them. There's Peter Lips. Bunny says Linda Worster is here, so I guess we have not solved the Invisibles problem. Who knows what that is? So, anyhow, I'm going to play you an instrumental. This is an instrumental I wrote, a flat picking instrumental I wrote, which makes it almost unique. There's actually a couple. And Kate is here too. Well, good. I'm glad that the Invisibles are here, even if I can't see them. And I will still go back and see you on Facebook. And I'll also go back to see any comments I have on YouTube afterwards. We'll see if they translate, if they stay up. Because when I did my test yesterday, they didn't. It was weird. Anyhow, here we go. is called Rolling Thunder. So that's Rolling Thunder by yours truly. Hey, Brad Meyer, nice to see you here. And thank you guys. Thanks, Curtis. You see what else I might be missing. Hey, Keith Shaw jumped onto YouTube. There you go. You can check other, I'd be curious, for those of you who could do either, if you go to YouTube and see if the broadcast is better or worse or different. Thanks, Richard Johnson, about that. I appreciate it. So, announcements. Today's Wednesday. Thursday, Martin McNeil over in the UK does his wonderful blues session. And I'm not sure what time that is. If Toby Simmons is here, she may be invisible too. If Toby is here, she might put it up. And if she does, I can even highlight it because I have these powers now on this particular, I don't see her here though. So there we go. And there's Hervé Triplet, somebody else from YouTube. Thanks for joining me. So these concerts were started in March of 2020. So that's a year and a half ago, a little more maybe, in order to help people who were quarantined or who were kind of locked down, give them something to do 4 days a week. So I do these concerts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. and every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Although there may be times when I'm out of town or whatever. And my sister-in-law, Nettie, Richard's wife, said that where are they? Let me put that up there. That's so nice. So Nettie said to tell you that She thinks the world of me because my music is so relaxing. Well, thank you, Nettie. That's very sweet. Nettie and I have the same birthday. So I have one more for you, and it's another original. And I think I said everything. Oh yeah, I said Martin is tomorrow, and then I will be back on Friday at 3 p.m. And then if I know what's going on after that, I'll tell you. I do know that on Saturday, my buddy Dakota Dave Hull will be doing his guitar day at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and you can find him on YouTube, on Facebook. I'm not sure if he 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 not. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Sound? Yes? No? Okay, so we have sound. Oh, I know why we don't. Hang on. I'm gonna fix the whole thing. We'll have the right sound. You have sound now? Now, do you have sound? Right now? After Bruce Neal wrote Echoish. Jeanette, you have it now? Okay. Let's hope for the best. So, as I said, today is an experiment. See how it goes. And Judy Wong says, with a buzz? With static? Bits and pieces, lots of noise. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing, because I do want to do that last song for you. Hang on. Okay, thanks for sticking with me here. We're going to try a different... So I was experimenting with this one earlier, and it seemed to work pretty well. So let me know if you can hear it now. Does it still sound like... Is it better now? Okay. All right. I don't know what that was about. We will see if this is decent or not. But for now, what we're doing is we're using the Samson Meteor microphone. This is a great little mic. It's not at the right height right now. I think what I'm going to do for this last song is I'm going to drop my chair. Meow. And that'll put me in a better relationship between guitar and microphone. So this is a song about a guitar. This is the guitar about which the song is written. Now that young boy must have worked mighty hard, saved $37 for a new guitar. When he got her, she looked pretty plain, just cheap white paint for the Gibson name. Well, he played on the streets for quite a while, and he got called up by the Army Corps. And dodging the draft was not his style, so him and that Gibson went to war. She could tell some tales if she could speak of where she's been and what she's seen. She could make these walls and windows shake. She don't speak, but she sure can sing. Came back from the war alive, and he traded her in on a J45. Then a tough young woman had her for a while. She played the blues in the Memphis style. Now she was living a juke joint life, became a country singer's wife. And he strummed that Gibson without much grace. He strummed the finish right off her face. Now in 1960 she got sold. By then she was looking pretty old, and a folk singer had her by his side when he went down on the Freedom Ride. Now that was hard traveling, I declare. He was lucky not to get murdered there. And way down south on a violent night, her back got stove in a fight. She could tell some tales, she could speak of where she's been, what she's seen. She can make these walls and windows shake. She don't speak, she sure can sing. Now I found her in a pawn shop, priced to sell. They weren't asking much, 'cause she looked like hell. Well, I tuned her up, struck a chord, and all I could say was, oh my Lord. 'Cause now she sounds like a wise old sage. Some things only come with age, and most of those people are dead and gone. But this little Gibson still lives on. She could tell some tales if she could speak, of where she's been and what she's seen. She can make these walls and windows shake. She don't speak, she sure can sing. 34 Gibson. This is a 1934 Gibson L00, and that's for whom the song was named. Let me take a last look here. Now, when this all started to fall apart there, hang on. Am I missing some other? S.A. Tudhope was hearing an echo because she had both YouTube and Facebook on. Well, of course, it's digital delay. So Barry Edelman was put something up here, and I'm going to pop it up here because he runs a foundation, a really nice foundation. And if I can find his post, I will share it with you. Well, I'm going to go back down here, Bear, and see if I can find it before I sing the mantra. I'm going to go here. That doesn't do any good. Pardon me for doing this, but I'm trying to be a good doobie here. I don't know if it got erased or it disappeared itself. Oh, it's before there. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's a long show today. I knew it would be filled with a certain amount of experimentation. Barry, I cannot find your comment where you said everybody should go and join Music for Humanity. Anyhow, look for go to Barry Edelman's page and look for Music for Humanity. And maybe he's posting it again. Is he? Yes, there it is again. So I'm going to share this. There it is. It's facebook.com groups, and there's a big number there. So you could click on that now, not on the screen, but in the comments. And if not that, then you guys on YouTube, see if Barry Edelman is on there too, because I know he has some music up on YouTube. Okay, there we go. So it's 2843-9452-025-01175. And you could always come back and look at this again, and that way you'd be able to get those details. So we are going to do my mantra, and because it's flat picking day, we'll flat pick the mantra. Well, be happy, be healthy, be brave and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap, and if you get cranky, take a nap. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. We had a good crowd here today, and I will hope to see some of you on Friday at the same time. And even though we had troubles today, I'm going to still keep trying to do this, and I'm going to have to figure out why that fell out like it did. And we'll see how it goes. So, love you all. Thank you for being here with me, and I will see you again soon.